It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Indianapolis as the Pacers go up against the Philadelphia 76ers. For Philadelphia, nice job they've been doing over the last 10 games. 8 wins and not having too many problems. Fellas, it is always fun to watch Ben Simmons. The combination of size, speed, ball handling, passing. Shaq, the list just goes on and on and on and on and on and on.
Dun, 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 dun. He and the Greek Freak are a big part of this league's future. Having playmakers that size is a huge advantage.
I'm curious to watch his jump shot develop. Simmons is taking the point forward distinction to a whole nother level.
And now with the tip-off coming up shortly, time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The buildings of Indianapolis are location tonight, framed against the beautiful nighttime sky. Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast of the Pacers live from Indianapolis, Indiana. We welcome you this Thursday evening as we get set for some exciting NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We've got a special treat for you folks tonight. Sports writing heavyweight Bill Simmons is in the house. Bill, welcome to 2K Sports.
What an honor. I've been waiting for the invite for years.
And we've been waiting for the acceptance. Thanks for joining us.
Let's do this.
You take a look at the 76ers. They like their chances, but this could be a tough game for them. Facing up against a talented roster, they'll have to show that they're the better team.
And they've battled these guys to 1 win and 1 loss. It's been really an intriguing matchup. I'm looking forward to seeing how the third chapter plays out.
Likewise, I mean, they've got no choice but to go for broke here. Let it all hang out. Both of these teams. I mean, they know each other really well over the first 2 meetings, and it's led to a bit of animosity between them. At least that's how I'm reading it. So it should be one heck of a ball game here.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, the Warriors are the ultimate super team, and their presence has set off an arms race. Now, for those teams in the middle of the pack, the Cinderella run has never been more of a long shot. The question becomes when it's pretty good, not nearly good enough for both fans and ownership. Back to you.
Well, DA hitting the reset button can be a painful process. You know, Bill, you look at the Pacers from last season, took the Cavs to Game 7, surpassing what a lot of people thought they could do.
Yeah, I think they even surpassed what probably LeBron thought they were going to do.
I think so.
They have a really good home court advantage. It's my favorite arena other than Boston of all the arenas. Yeah, because they built it for basketball. I think a lot of these arenas get built for basketball and hockey, and the fans are a little bit further away and stuff like that. In Indiana, even the corners are right on the court. And if it's the right team and the right atmosphere, it's spectacular.
Great point. So Philadelphia will get the first possession. A look at the 76ers starting group. Covington and Simmons, the duo at forward. Markelle Fultz out there with A-Train. And it's Embiid in at the 5 spot. Now here's Collison after Ben Simmons' miss. Outside Collison. He kicks it to Turner. 6 to shoot. Covington against Bogdanovich. The shot by Turner, no good. Over to the wing. Embiid, the pass to A-Train. Now the pass to Fultz. Now here's Covington. He's covered by Collison. Covington against Young. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Covington's got the opening bucket of the night here for Philadelphia. And here's Indiana. Collison kicks to Oladipo. To the inside. Covington with the steal. Arcing shot, and it's laid in by Fultz. Fultz has got his first basket.
Man, I appreciate how skilled Fultz is handling the ball. I mean, excellent at getting to his favorite spots on the floor.
Bill, your long-lost cousin Ben Simmons headlined a tremendous rookie class in 2017. And in fact, people might think it's the best rookie season ever in the history of the league.
A lot of good players. Hey, Simmons, Mitchell, Tatum. Do we count Simmons in that class, though? I guess.
Well, since he won the Rookie of the Year, let's put him in.
All right, we'll put him in there. I think if you come out of a year of rookies and you get one guy who has a chance to be a franchise guy, that's a good thing. We had 3. If you're doing 3 a year for 10 years, you have the most ridiculous league of all time. I think the talent ebbs and flows, and we've had stretches. Like I think last decade, in the 2000s, especially like from about 03 to 07, 08, like we were just short all-stars. We were just short a few guys, and you saw teams like the Nets with Jason Kidd made the finals 2 years in a row, and you saw the Ben Wallace Pistons team actually win the title
with no superstars.
Right. And you saw, in 06, the Pistons, remember they were on pace to win 70 games. They had 4 All-Stars. The league just wasn't that good, and now it's flipped, and it's so loaded. I think from a talent standpoint, as good as any year since 1993.
Wow, that's a big statement.
Yeah, which 25 years ago, we're just loaded with guys who could be Hall of Famers someday, or 8-time All-Stars, things like that. So now you look at this 17 class, Simmons, Mitchell, Tatum, just right there. That's awesome. I still believe in Lonzo, and I still believe in De'Aaron Fox. I think those guys can be All-Stars too.
Here's Simmons after Darren Collison's bucket over Young. No good from Simmons. Outside Collison. He dishes it to Turner. Bogdanovich looking around. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Covington and misses it off the right side of the rim. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Bill, when you look at the players the Sixers have put together, they should be a perennial contender, it would seem, on paper for years to come.
But that's the thing about the NBA. You never know. Yeah. We've seen a lot of these teams that looked like they were the next potential dynasty, and within 2 years, They made a trade. Somebody got hurt. I mean, you talk about the 80s Rockets. You talk about the Magic in the 90s. They made the finals. Within 14 months, that whole team is gone. The OKC Thunder, 2012, Game 5, Miami. I took a picture of KD and Harden and Westbrook with their arms around each other. They never played together again. So I think the thing you learn over and over again with basketball, even Derrick Rose and the Bulls, every time you think there's the next young team that's coming, they still have to actually do it, and sometimes they don't.
Good. A-Train's got 5.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now, here's Oladipo. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Yeah, he's proven to be more than just a jump shooter now. Oladipo also has the touch needed to score inside.
Fultz kicks to Simmons. Turner against Covington. Pass to A-Train. Embiid is at the elbow. Over Bogdanovich. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Embiid really good at shooting in rhythm off the catch.
Collison with it. 14 points from him the last game against Phoenix.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
Well, at best, the defense was average. I mean, he must make sure to finish these layups. Got to make those.
Bill, we know about the love affair you have with the NBA, and you've written about it for so long. Started with the $4 ticket in Boston with your dad.
Yeah, my dad bought season tickets for the 1973-74 Boston Celtics, and it was only one ticket. And I think it was $4 a game.
Here's Muscala. High quality look, and he sinks it. Muscala's got the lead up to 6 now for the 76ers. For Indiana, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Taking a look at the 76ers, we've got Robert Covington. Embiid is out there with Muscala. Then there's A-Train, and it's Fultz in at the point guard. The 76ers leading by 6. To the right side. Here's A-Train, covered by Evans. Here's A-Train, kicks it to Muscala, passes it to A-Train. And here's Embiid, covered by Evans. Fultz, no good.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, A-Train in the last game against the Timberwolves had a huge game. He ended with 31 points, and he did not miss a whole lot from the field. The basket must have seemed pretty big. That game was just the latest example of how hot he's been. We'll see if anyone can cool him down tonight, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. I mean, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Greg, something really stoked his fire. Man, there was no holding him back. And when a player is that locked in, you just got to sit back and enjoy the ride.
Bill, one shot to win a game. You can pick any player. Who's going to take that shot for you?
Kevin Durant. I think he has the most ways to get a good shot off. I always look at it as, is it a quality shot to get off? So he can post the smaller guy up. He can shoot a 3. He's got the pull-up hissy jumper, as he calls it. He can go to the lane and pump fake and do a little drop step. And I just think he has the most moves. Some people would say LeBron, but am I getting regular season LeBron or playoff LeBron?
Playoff LeBron.
Playoff LeBron would be my number one choice.
He'd be pretty good.
Yeah, he'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
Regular season LeBron, I'm not as enthused about.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Simmons is checked in, and it's Evans missing.
Not a lot going his way. Everything he's shooting is just off the mark. I mean, somehow he's got to figure out a way to turn it around.
Here's A-Train, covered by Evans. The pass to A-Train. Simmons trying to get open. And another. Once again, shot good from A-Train. Talking about last-second shot instincts, Bill, you mentioned LeBron, KD. What about Curry? Where does Curry rank in that conversation?
Curry's good.
Top five?
You can guard Curry in those one-on-one situations with the right people. I'm not saying you're going to stop him, but, you know, you put a taller guy on him. And Curry, to me, Curry is the greatest not in the offense score I've ever seen in my life, where he can get 32 and hit 10 threes and wasn't really involved in the game. Just, you forget about it for one play, and all of a sudden he's in the corner and they're setting him up, or he's running off the screen. It's a lot, almost like what Reggie Miller and Ray Allen were able to do, where, yeah, you run them off screens and you tire the guys out and you kind of hope the defense forgets they're out there. But he's not a conventional get out of my way, guys. I'm going to get to the rim.
Absolutely.
Score like someone like Donovan Mitchell is.
Now we've seen some top prospects forgo college, enter the G League straight out of high school. What do you think is the future of the G League, and do you like where it sits right now?
I do. I wish they spent more money on salaries.
I agree.
I wish they blew it out. I mean, I think this is the first year we've had 30 G League teams. This should be the #1 place you'd want to go after high school. You should not want to go to college. You should want to go to a AAA awesome league that's set up.
And they're bringing kids up and down off that G League roster all the time.
It's just better, and you're going to have a better chance to succeed as a professional basketball player. You see the situation we're in now with the one-and-done guys. They go to college. They show up in September. They're playing all the way through till March. Whenever they get knocked out, they drop out of college. And they might last, till round 2 in the tournament, which is what, March 20th? Right. And they're out. So they've been in college for 6.5 months. How's that a good system? They didn't even finish 2 semesters. So I would much rather see the G League work, and I don't understand why they don't spend a little more on it and just make it like a force. I don't think the moves are that hard.
Stolen by Evans. The drive by Collison. Inside, and Turner kicks to Evans. Here's Collison. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Turner finds Evans. Now here's Collison. Cans the 12-footer. Collison's got 4 points in the quarter.
The mid-range game of Collison, very impressive. I mean, capitalizing from this area on the court, nicely done.
Bill Commissioner Adam Silver.
Oh! Hey! Ooh, wow. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
And how about the efficiency Evans has shown in the paint? Once he's got his position, he's looking to score.
Here's A-Train. And the 76ers get it back. And he gets it to go. 9 points for Ben Simmons.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
And the Pacers call time here. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Well, listen, I've seen worse performances offensively, but no doubt that group was inconsistent.
For sure.
And so it's Philadelphia looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. A-Train has been sensational.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to, just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, good things happen when he cuts to the rim, Greg, and you cut into the heart of the defense like that, makes things easy.
Collison and Oladipo are the guard set. Bogdanovich outside at the 3 with Young down at power forward. And it's Turner in at the center, locking down the middle. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half.
And the quick release of Bogdanovich, he gets rid of that ball in a hurry.
Here's A-Train, pass to Fultz. Over Collison, and the shot goes in from Fultz. Fultz has got his second basket of the night. Pacers trail by 12. And here's Collison. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Shot clock at 5. Here's Oladipo. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Oladipo outside. Collison kicks to Turner. Back to Collison. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Turner's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Simmons. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Simmons got 11 points.
Really like the quick decision making of Fultz there, Kevin. Excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
Turner looking around. Here's Oladipo, and it's Oladipo with the jam.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
And good that time. 15 points for A-Train.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Collison in the post, guarded by Fultz. Collison, the pass to Bogdanovich. And he gets it to go. Bogdanovich has got 5 points in the quarter.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Here's A-Train, guarded by Oladipo. Passes to Embiid. Good work there as it goes. Embiid's got his second basket of the game.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
And here's Collison, who will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. A 12-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. And that will be the third of 5 straight played at home. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button. A chance to kind of talk some things over.
Yeah, recalibration time with the timeout call there.
Evans, he's checked in for the Pacers. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Look at Oklahoma City. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And right now for the 76ers, they've blown away the so-called experts' opinions. People who didn't realize how high their ceiling really was.
Spotting the open man, Collison, a capable playmaker.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Simmons left side. Good defensive work there by Young.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Fultz has got the lead up to 13 now for the 76ers. The Pacers have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Feeds it to Young. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Collison's got 3 assists tonight.
When you can rise up so quickly as Young can and do it that easily, then even contested shots are no problem.
Here's A-Train, covered by Evans. A-Train puts the fadeaway right on the money. A-Train's got 4 points this quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
The 76ers leading by 13. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. A-Train's got 19 points.
You got to recognize Simmons is a pass-first guy, which is why you can't leave somebody open around him.
Collison with it. Now guarded by Fultz. Collison finds Turner. And here's Evans. Fast break, Philadelphia. Here's A-Train. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Mike Muscala is checked in for Simmons. Evans feeling it out a bit for three. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Shots good from A-Train.
He's been turned up this quarter, showing a lot of confidence and sinking a lot of his shots.
Evans kicks to Bogdanovich. To stop the run, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Nice play there from Bogdanovich. Had the defense at a disadvantage, and he struck.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he has grooved his stroke at the line this season and been able to maintain it with an average of 90%.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Young. And Muscala has it in the corner. Drains it from beyond the arc. Muscala's got 8.
And you know what? It's important for big men to be able to shoot from deep in today's game. And shot selection important. Good shot selection there.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Fultz. He's got 7. The pass to Saric. Pass to A-Train. They get it back. Saric passes to A-Train. Shot clock at 6. He kicks to Fultz. Here's A-Train. Misses the 3.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just 1 in the first.
Collison feeling it out a bit. Evans outside. Offline with his 3.
That's unacceptable shot selection there, Kevin. I mean, why on earth did he think that was a good look?
And the shot goes in.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pacers trail by 20. And the Pacers call time here. Indiana making some changes. Lee checked in.
One shot.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Taking a look at the 76ers. The young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. A-Train is out there with J.J. Redick, and it's Covington in at the small forward position.
The bounce, the creativity, the strength. When Oladipo rises up, he's looking to punch it down as hard as he can.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Collison dishes to Oladipo. Back to Collison. Oladipo outside. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. 12 points for Victor Oladipo.
You know, even though he's been on, they still are behind. I mean, there's only so much he can do.
Out left to the wing. Here's A-Train. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Cannot give him that much room for mid-range. They got to feel lucky he didn't knock that one down.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
You take a look at the A-Train, and I'm sure he was hoping he'd be higher in the voting at this point, but the competition is so stiff this season.
It really is. I mean, there are dunk artists on just about every team in the league, and he's a heck of an athlete, but just hadn't separated himself from the rest of the competition.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going. Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Markelle Fultz is checked in for Philadelphia. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. It's going to be Embiid shooting. It's going to be on Miles Turner. The free throw drops for Embiid.
Tell you what, when Joel Embiid is healthy, this dude is a super effective player. A polished big man with an arsenal of post moves and shots. He's a handful down there.
Oladipo goes in. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That's on Ben Simmons. The first one falls.
Oladipo's become a very efficient combo guard. Somebody who can score the ball at a high clip as well as get the ball to open teammates when necessary.
The 76ers leading by 12. Here's A-Train. Takes the 13-footer. Simmons on the wing. 5 on the clock. Here's A-Train. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Pacers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Oladipo. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's A-Train. Guarded by Oladipo. No good from A-Train. Right side, Collison. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 3 assists in the game. And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's A-Train, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo. And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Pacers trail by 11. Collison finds Oladipo. Young inside. Simmons is there. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Oladipo.
Young is often overmatched because he's not as big as other power forwards, but he still finishes inside at a high rate.
Here's A-Train. Gets the three-pointer to fall. A-Train's got 34 points.
Great basketball from him, Kevin. A commanding performance, helping add to the lead this quarter.
Back to Young. And he banks in the layup. Young's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, I love how unselfish Oladipo is. Great at getting his teammates involved in on-time, on-target passes.
Here's A-Train, guarded by Oladipo. Here's Embiid, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Pacers trail by 12. And Oladipo kicks to Bogdanovich. Young outside. Again, Young missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Oladipo, good.
Yeah, those shots are taken totally in rhythm, high percentage quality shots, and really getting whatever he wants.
Here's A-Train. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by Turner. Pacers trail by 12. Oladipo outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Boy, that's some hard work being done inside by Oladipo, earning a trip to the line with his physicality in the paint.
Oladipo hits them both. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Now here's Simmons. Kicks it to Embiid. Pass to A-Train. Makes it off the glass. A-Train's got 11 points in the quarter.
And, you know, the evolution of Embiid continues. At 7 feet tall, he can look over defenders and make great passes. And he's got a nice feel for passing the ball.
And the Pacers call time here.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, A-Train.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He got an extra boost from the grief these fans were giving him here tonight. They were riding him hard all night, and he ate it up. Some guys just like being the villain, I guess. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got him going, guys.
And he gets the bucket.
Nice looking floater there, Kevin. Such a fast shot, a quick release. Really hard to guard that.
Pacers trail by 14. And Oladipo, here we go. Nice D from A-Train. For Philadelphia, they've gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. The shot. No good off the front iron.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Lock at 6. And for 3, Collison. And no good that time. And Philadelphia the other way now. They led the game at 1 point by 20.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the 76ers.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so now on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
Greg, they've got one more game left against them, and there's no doubt they'll use this as a jumping off point to take another game off them later in the year. At least that's the plan.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for A-Train.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Both free throws good from A-Train. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Holiday goes in, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
And, guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit, I can tell you that. Watch out. He can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
No doubt about it, partner. But unfortunately, the flip side of that coin, the drive home for the hometown fans, going to be rather flat.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.
Nice work. Yeah, you ready to answer a few questions for the press?
Oh,